Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch and I am back with another watch review. Okay, so if you guys have watched my unboxing video of this watch, you guys already know what is this, but before that we should start with a quick wristwatch check. So today I am wearing my Borealis Sea Storm, which I really love. Now it's on this actually this is a my Zin 556A strap, which I've never used before, but now I think it looks so damn gorgeous on this watch. Okay, so yeah, that's my wristwatch check for today. Okay, so let's get back to the Tevise or Tevise okay, Tevise watch. Okay, so as you've looked inside the unboxing video, so you saw that it came in a very simple box and it came inside this plastic bag which contains this tag, and I've already shown you guys the actual maybe this is the MSRP, I'm not sure, and we have this Tevise or Tevise tag, and it came just inside this plastic, and there's this I don't know, maybe a holder or something like that. Okay, so and yes, you can see here I've took the watch off the bracelet and I've put it on the rubber Nero strap. Okay, so okay, let's as usual in my review I would like to start with the most not to say negative, but the most uninteresting part of the watch first, and I have to say the part that I don't really like about the watch first is the bracelet. Yes, it's I don't know, you look at this, guys, so it looks like it's a solid bracelet. Oh, it's not focusing. Come on, focus. It looks like it's not a solid bracelet, but it has this polished center links and a brushed outer link, and we have this Tevise logo on the buckle, and you can see that this is a single push button buckle. So I have to say, when I didn't even bother to adjust this bracelet, but when I tried it on, when I want to close the clasp, it kind of hit my underarm here, so under wrist here, so it's not really that comfortable. Okay, so yeah, that's the first negative. Okay, so next, the second negative of the watch, as maybe you guys have seen a few videos about this watch from another YouTube channel, and you can see, you know already that the bezel is, you can see that there's a huge back play, right? So that sucks. Okay, so the bezel is 60 click, but because of that back play, I don't know, it doesn't really function as it should, right? So that's the second biggest negative that I have. Okay, so let's focus. After we do the negatives, let's do the positive. But before that, we should do a quick measurement, right? Okay, so I have my caliper here. Let's measure how is the dimension, the diameter. First, let's go with the diameter. I've measured this, it's about 43.5. The thickness, let's take it off a bit. The thickness is about thickness is about 14.9, so that's 15 millimeters there. Lug to lug is 20. It's just easy. And then the lug to lug, sorry, the lug width is 20 millimeters, but the lug to lug is 51. Let's say 51 millimeters. Okay, so yeah, that's quite huge. Okay, which really annoys me, because at the listing, or I don't know, maybe the listing is wrong, whatever. At the listing it showed that this is a 40mm watch, but when it came to me it is 43, as I mentioned, it's a 43.5mm watch. And I reread the listing. It actually is at the front of the listing in Lazada is 40mm, but inside the detail listing it mentioned 43. So so it kind of mixed information there. Okay, so that sucks. Okay, so anyway, so that's the size. And as you can see here, we have a polish finishing on the side. Well, actually it has a polish finishing on all of the side, all of the case. So yeah, not only on the side. So we have a polished lug, polished side case, and even the polished crown. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I don't I kind of could accept it if it is just side polish, but top of the lug, no, I would prefer it to be brush case. Okay, so anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay, so yes, I mentioned the bezel is has this huge back play, and it is an aluminum bezel, I think, because I didn't really peel off. You can see that there's a, looks like a scratch, but it's not a scratch because there is a layer of plastic here. I don't really want to open it up just yet, because basically I don't want to keep it. Okay, I'm going to return this watch soon. Okay, so let's talk about the dial. The dial features a blue sunburst dial. I think on this model it is this Tevise T801A model. All of the options are sunburst dial. They have black, they have green, they have a silver dial, and I think they have red as well, or maybe purple. I'm not sure. There's quite a lot of variation for this watch anyway. So you can see that it has this gorgeous blue sunray dial, which looks, I don't know, it's for the price that I've paid for, which is just 17 bucks. That's cool. That's really cool. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, they managed to sell it for 17 bucks. Okay, yeah. Alright, so the dial features, this is your typical Submariner homage, Rolex Submariner homage. So we have this applied indices, which is cool, and on top of each indices there's a lume applied on it, which is not bad. Okay, we'll do a lume shot later, but yeah, not bad at all. Alright, so there is this Tevise logo automatic, and oh, I should just move this one a bit, and there is a writing there saying 100 feet 30 meters, let's see, superlative chronometer. Which is supposed to be superlative chronometer, but yeah, the Chinese maybe have spelling error, so yeah, they put it as superlative chronometer, which I don't think have any meaning at all. Okay. Okay, so talking about the indice. Okay, so this is my, I don't know, maybe the third problem for me. You can see here that when I've somehow aligned this bezel, right, so this bezel pip with this 12-hour marker, you can see here that the bezel and the 9-hour marker is not aligned, right? So basically this lume pip, I don't know, I think it's this one is a bit off to the bottom side, and this one is a bit up to the upper side, so that is why it is not aligned. So yeah, that's very annoying. Okay, so yeah, okay, so and the next one is this Cyclops, which is really good. Actually, you can see here that there is the date window down there, and the Cyclops is actually performing well, magnifying the date, maybe 2.5 magnification, which is really good, because previously I have another Chinese watch, which is the Winner watch, Winner from Winner. So that one, the Cyclops is a bit off center to the downside, but yeah, this one is good, right? So let's talk about the bezel again. So yes, we can see here the bezel have this, I don't know, it's not really properly, properly properly assembled or whatever. Maybe this is a design flaw or whatever, so that is why they have this huge backplay, and I don't really mind about that. And yeah, the sound is a bit tinny, as you can hear just now, and you can, yeah, so it's actually quite bad, but yeah, for considering this is just 17 bucks, so who cares. Anyway, so let's get to the crown. So the case, inside the listing, the sales listing at Lazada Malaysia, it mentioned that the case is stainless steel, right? But the crown, they didn't mention the crown, so I assume that this crown is a brass plated, because you can see here the finishing, although it is finished with this Tevise logo, it feels brass. It feels like it's made from brass, and it has a coating. Okay, so yeah, that sucks. Anyway, so let's talk about the movement. Let's see the movement. The movement features a, I don't know, man, I couldn't really find any information on what is the actual Chinese movement, or is it a seagull movement or whatever. But anyway, The movement that is used here, it has this Tevise logo. Tevise logo on the roller, and you can see here that there is this balance wheel spinning, and we can, if you focus a bit, there is a plastic casing, white plastic casing out just outside the movement. So yeah, I don't really care about that, but anyway. So it mentioned here stainless steel T801 water resistant. So inside the listing they say that this is 30 meters water resistant. I'm not sure, I don't really want to test it out, but anyway, so yeah, I'm not really going to test it out because I'm not going to keep it anyway. So yeah, so the crown, yes, the crown, sorry, I just pull it back in. The crown, actually you can hand wind this movement, right? So you can see that we can hand wind the movement, but because of this crown guard, which is quite big, and the crown is somehow it's just lower than this crown guard, it's quite difficult to hand wind it. Okay, so because this is not a screw down crown, normally if you have a screw down crown, if the crown will pop up first in maybe a first position, then it is easier, because the crown, when the crown is open, it will actually become more higher than this crown guard, right? So that is why it is easier to wind it. But because this is not a screw down crown, it's just remain on the first position, so it's quite difficult. Okay? Anyway, so this first position is just the date. I think I should just move it a bit. Okay, so the first position is just the date, like so, and you can see here, oops, the other way. There, the date wheel is somewhat you can see there, the movement of the date wheel is it's weird. It's really weird. Okay, so yeah, something is not, maybe it's loose or whatever. And the second position is just the hour and the minute hands, which is okay. It's quite tight, it's easy to adjust the time, so accurately, right? So the accuracy, I don't really care because, but anyway, as I've had it for about 1 week now, I can say that it is not off by 1 or 2 minutes per day, which is good. And the power reserve, this thing can hold at least 1 day, not as the from Winner watch. That watch, the previous Winner Chinese watch that I had, that one was 6 hours. This one definitely can hold more than 1 day, so I've tested it. Okay, so let's wrap up this review with a wrist shot on my wrist. Right, so sorry guys, let's see how it looks on my 6.75 inch wrist. So yep, okay, yeah, right. So you can see here on my 6.57 inch wrist, so this lug to lug distance of 51 millimeters is just on border, so it's almost touched the, it's just a maximum size for me, right? So I can't really, I don't know, I don't really think it looks good on me. It's just too chunky, it's a bit too bulky in my opinion. And because I think from last year I've switched my my watch preference to something smaller, something like this, 41mm and 48mm lug to lug distance. So having a watch with 51mm lug to lug distance is, for me, is big. Alright, so if you guys have bigger wrists than me, maybe 7-inch or more, yeah, you might want to consider this. And or if you guys have just $70 to spend and you want an automatic watch, yeah, this is a nice option for you. It's just that, you know, so this is, of course, this is not Rolex, so from far away people can see you, because this watch is very blingy because of the polish case and also the bracelet. It's very blingy. People will notice you wearing it, and you know, so for someone who doesn't know anything about watch, yeah, maybe they will like it. Okay, so yes, finally let's do a lume check. Right, so we have this Tevise, and also we have this Borealis. So let's, I don't know, this Borealis I have been wearing since this morning, so it maybe have some lume charge, already have been charged. So let's give this Tevise a quick charge on my overhead lamp over here, and let's see how it performs in the dark. Okay, let me switch off this lamp. 1, 2, 3, boom. Alright, so immediately you can see that this is the Super Luminova on the Borealis. But on the Tevise watch, you can see that the Lume application is not that bad. Okay, you can see it was applied on all the indices and even on the Lume pip, but you can see that the Lume applied on the hour marker, on the circle hour marker, is definitely less compared to the ones applied on the triangle and on the rectangular hour marker. So yeah, and I've used this, I've charged it before I sleep, and I've monitored the brightness. You can still see the watch. You can still see the watch maybe from 4 a.m. in the morning, during 4 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, so in conclusion, my conclusion is that if you have a $17 and you don't really want to spend more on mechanical automatic watch, and you don't really care about the Chinese watch image, and you are okay with the big size 43mm and 51mm lug to lug, and of course the super chunky 14.5 thickness, you don't mind that, yes, maybe this watch is for you. You can choose from quite a lot of variation of colors as well, and yeah, it's a good watch. Honestly, it's a good it's a good watch, but it's not for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this review. If you find this review useful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see much more content such as this, please give me a subscribe, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye bye.